Greetings, heroic comrades, and welcome back to another Tryout Tuesday. Today might be the most exciting Tryout Tuesday to date, as we are getting to play Heroes of Might and Magic, Olden Era. Now, this is a game that I've been anticipating for a while. Sadly, the full release of Early Access has been pushed to 2026, but we have this demo that we can play with, and we're gonna take a look and get a first impression today. Now, as you've probably seen, there were already a lot of big creators that got early access to this demo. I was not one of them. I am nowhere near the bracket of creator for that, but if you're here, I hope that you enjoy this one. We're gonna do I'm gonna say about 30 minutes of a first impression, maybe push it to 40, and we'll see how the game plays. Now, I've already done the tutorial just so that I don't get stuck on the various menus and stuff, and I will be posting the tutorials on Thursdays, so if you want to learn more about how the game plays, I will have a little bit more detail on the Thursday videos. So if you're interested in the very basics of Heroes games and how they operate, that will be there. Otherwise, today will mostly be gameplay. Also, before we jump in, we've also done a Heroes Week before on this channel a couple months ago, where we played 3 different games that were inspired by Heroes. We did Silence of the Siren, we did Broken Alliance, and we did the Heroes Project. And all of them were really interesting, but of course nothing comes close to the real deal. So let's go ahead and play a game. We're gonna go for Classic, I think. Classic is probably the best. I think maybe Fair and Square or Shamrock is interesting to me. Shamrock is big. Let's go Fair and Square. There are 4 factions that we can play in the demo. There's 6 intended for the early access, and the 4 of them are Temple. This is your basic humans. They have a lot of balanced units, support units. They have a lot of nice stuff. Then we have the Necropolis. These are the undeads. Can we look at these units? Nope. I don't know much else about the Necropolis. Then we have Schism, a splinter faction of the Alvar. This group has delved into the depths of water through ancient Vori rites. They possess the power to deny their opponents' abilities and magic while summoning ever-growing hordes of monstrous creatures to overwhelm their foes. And then we have Dungeon. Formerly underground, currently backstage rulers of Jadaim, the faction whose capital is Alvar focuses on subterfuge and versatility. Each of their units has 2 types of attack. Now, I'm kind of torn between Schism and Dungeon. I like water themes a lot, but it seems these are more like eldritch creatures than anything else. But shall we give Schism a try? We could look at Dungeon Heroes. I do like the art style of this game a lot. I think it's really, really cool. It's very, very interesting. Oh, look at this one. Oh, provides gold. That's always nice to have. Schism. God, look at these. They're blue people. I love these. Okay, I think we're gonna have to play as Schism. I have not looked at anything other than the tutorial people. This Mag, he's just a ghost. I like the facial hair though, Mag. And I love Natalida. Natalida? She looks cool as hell. I think there's a lot of really cool characters in this. And so at some point, I would like to give them all a try. For today, I guess let's go with Schism, okay? And I'm gonna have a little look at all of these heroes and then we're gonna pick one. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Tolketh. His heroic strike deals plus 40 damage, plus 5 more for every 3 hero levels. So heroic strike is like the hero's attack, although I think it needs to charge in this game. I'm not sure. But he otherwise has logistics, which is a little bit basic, and then basic abyssal communion. I think that's their racial skill because they all have it. So we're gonna figure out what that does in a second. We're gonna keep the difficulty on normal, and we are in fair and square. Let's start the game. Now, when we loaded the tutorial, it took forever to load, but that was only the first map, and then after that, it loaded pretty quickly, even though I did not install it on my SSD. I definitely always recommend installing a game on an SSD, but look at how quickly this was. Alright, so here we are at the beginning, and let's just see. Let's see what we're dealing with. So there's Tolketh. Then we have 2 castles. Okay, interesting. Let's see who else we can hire. What is your deal? Okay. Has no terrain penalties, has +1 sight radius, +1 more for every 5 hero levels. You know, it's probably good to have a scout. A scout type guy. Now, this is the city screen. I really like the camera wobble. I think it's nice. It's a good combo of that 3D screens that a lot of people loved in Heroes 5 and the more classic view of or not hero screen, city screen. Alright, so we have 2 cities. You can build buildings, recruit creatures, upgrade creatures, and hire heroes. Now, let's see what we can build. I kind of feel like because this guy is a caster, maybe we want to start with a mage guild for him. Just so that he has some spells to go with. Which also gives us the opportunity to look at the spells menu. Now this is not my favorite thing. This is the spell observatory, I think it's called. And it's a little bit chaotic. So there are different spell schools. There are Daylight, Primal, Arcane, and Nightshade schools of magic. And then as you cycle through them, each of these has a constellation. So here is the Arcane, Daylight, Primal, and Nightshade. I think these constellations are really cool to look at, but they do be confusing a little bit sometimes when you're just sort of, what is this? You know, what am I looking at? Especially because they don't all stay in the same spot. So Daylight is in the middle here, and then it's on the left here. It's completely on the left there. Then it's on the right over there. So I don't know about that. And it also makes it a little bit like, where was that spell again? As opposed to like bigger images that are a little bit clearer. Ooh, initiative? I like that. Did we get haste? There is haste. No. Oh, you can unlock it? How do you unlock a spell? Oh, you just buy it. With money. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of like haste. Alright, let's just unlock it. Nice. Haste and initiative, both of those are good. Alright, let's go into our other castle, and we're going to build Abyssal Remnant here, which just gives us more gold per turn. This is the town hall of it all. So we're going to go with this. Lovely. And I do think I want the hero here. What is this? This is a human. So we got to go with this guy. I think we can wait 7 turns for a new one, but I think you got to have 2 heroes at the oh, excuse me. Not this. All right, let's see your abilities. Scouting. Okay. If one of you happened to get estates, I would not be mad. Let's recruit some creatures. So in Olden Era, for some reason I wanted to call it Heroes 6. We've had 6. There is 2 upgrades to every unit that you can get in the city. And then in the tutorial, it hints to the fact that you might get some upgrades that are incidental and unique to certain locations. So units might even have more ways they can evolve than just the 2 that you can do in the city. The presentation here is a little bit difficult. They don't have descriptions, which makes it sometimes hard to tell, like, what are the differences between the upgrades, stats-wise and otherwise. There is this menu that helps you look at it a little bit easier, but you still have to mouse over these and then look at that and see, like, okay, so the cultist has Glance of the Abyss. This guy also has Glance of the Abyss, but this guy loses it has Gaze of the Abyss, and you're just like, what does any of this mean, you know? So that I find a little bit confusing, but I think maybe it'll just take some getting used to and then getting to know all the unit types, and then it becomes a little bit easier. Also, I don't think we have any upgrade buildings built. Summoning. That's it. Where's the cultist spire? Oh, there it is. Okay. Also, there are 3 types of unit range when it comes to damage. So there's melee, which is the adjacent attack that we all know and love. Then there's long reach, which means they attack 1 hex away. And then there is ranged, which is the one that we all know. Oh, look at that. A concubus. Mistress of Chains and the Bewitcher. Those are fun. Okay, let's go ahead and explore. Okay, there's no Redwood Observatory. Now there's an easy battle over here. Oh, a goblin cache. Small reward. 2,000 gold? You call that small reward? Enemy fleeing. Destroy them! Okay, that's pretty rough. Let's fight. Let's battle manually. Let's see if we can do better than the AI. So we're just gonna wait for you to come closer. And I am a spellcaster, so I'm gonna chuck something at ya. Nice. Melee attack. Spell does not affect magic creatures, undead, and construct. Curses a target enemy. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you can come closer. What is your initiative? Hold on. Initiative of 6. Okay, initiative of 5. So we could get initiative faster if we wanted to, but I will do it like this. Bastard. Yeah, we just have to skip turn with this guy. Okay, I'm gonna boost your initiative. Perfect. Now, I don't want to take too much damage here, but these guys are going to take a little bit of a beating. Ow. Now... Oh, yeah, we get another one. Hold on. Lightning bolt. Right on you. There we go. Oh, high morale. Damn, you are just chomping them. Okay, here's this attack. Isn't that cool? It's like a 3rd type of attack. It's not melee and it's not ranged. It's something in between. Neat. Okay, let's get some more cultists. This is an easy battle. Agathshoth Stables. Are these guarded by anyone? Oh, this is a very sort of clunky map. I guess this is randomly generated. It kind of looks randomly generated. Oh, a level up stone. Okay, we definitely want to go there. Yeah. I'll just go over there first. That's an easy battle. There's no, I don't see any woodcutters or... Oh, there's an ore mine. Nice. I spoke too soon. Alright, dude. Let's get you some units. I believe in you. And also, we're going to do that. Little retaliation sponge. Classic trick. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff over here that we can pick up. Yeah, get the XP. Normal battle? Wait, why are you not great? Easy battle. Okay. Yeah, let's do the easy battles first. A random skill? Oh, juggle the balls. Oh, nobody died. I'll accept that result. Okay. So each hero can learn up to 8 secondary skills. They obviously have some of them when they are created. Secondary skills are mostly things you'll be familiar with, as far as I've seen from Heroes 3, although some are a little bit upgraded, and then like the schools of magic are obviously different, as we've seen. And there's also this stuff, which I don't even know what these are called. These are like sub-skills. And essentially, the way it works is when you level a skill to advanced, you get to pick one of these. And then when you put it on expert, you get to pick the last one of the last two. So for example, if we level advanced scouting, we get to pick either even more sight radius, doubled if you know luck, more movement points if you start in an area you control, minus 50% terrain penalty, and then later is later. I kind of think morale will be useful here. Morale could be useful. And I don't know about this communion business. Leadership. Yeah, let's go with leadership. Leadership is always nice, isn't it? Okay, everybody's moved. Everything is built. Let's go. Oh, so now I'm going to take you to a new menu that is very fun and interesting, and that is the law. I think these are called laws. This is another unique mechanic for this game. I don't think I've seen this. Maybe this is something in Hero 7. I've played Hero 7 for under 5 hours, so my knowledge there isn't huge, but it is essentially the most unique aspect that's building on top of like the elements that Heroes 3 has built for this, right? Because so for those who don't know the series, each of the games is a little bit different, but they tend to have the same formula. But we tend to separate them into two sections. You have the old school heroes from 1 to 4, with 4 being like a transition one, and then the studio went bankrupt, and then we have the new trilogy 5, 6, and 7. These are the Ubisoft trilogy, and under Ubisoft a lot of things are different. It looks different, movement works differently, and a lot of new mechanics were introduced, and this is promising to harken back to Heroes 3 while keeping the best things from the newer ones. And so most of it is all very like familiar Heroes 3 stuff, with some things like the hero attack skill and unit abilities being more developed and things like that, and faction identities being more special. But this laws business, I think, is entirely new, entirely different, and it's really, really cool. It's essentially each faction has its own types of laws, and it is just another resource that you build over time, and you can enhance your society with it, your people. Now we're gonna grab this gold per day law. Money is difficult to get. At first it looks like you have a lot of it, and then as soon as the units start rolling in, you realize you do not have a lot at all. Okay, we need lumber. Lumber is needed. Okay, let's see if we see any lumber. It could be all the way up there. So I'm gonna send this guy right there. Destroy them! Who died? Ooh. Let's do a little bit more battling. Let's see. Is one of these guys ranged though? I'm not good at fighting ranged people when I have no range. Start the battle. Okay, nobody is ranged. But also our spell points are a little low. How much spell points do I have? 13 out of 30. This is a 6. This is a 9. Okay, I'm gonna save them. So really, we're just looking at enemies walking closer. Man, life without ranged units is hard. Oh hey, we could hit that guy. We could hit that guy from there. Yeah, let's do it. Are you gonna come in range? Oh, you're gonna move before everybody. Ah, you're being tricky. I like my little splooge tentacle guys. Okay, I'm gonna give these guys more initiative now. Now, what is your initiative? Your initiative is 6. So if I boost you with early start, you will go ahead of them. Now, do we want to suffer that retaliation? I kind of don't, if I'm very honest. Because you'll just take more damage and then you'll die. Let's see. 2 of them died. Jesus Christ. See, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Could have just waited with my spell. Also, what is that? Where was that racial ability that these guys have? You know, whatever, get people from the abyss thing. Where does that live? Anyway. Get wrecked. Okay, but there's still a way better result than before. Give me XP. Okay, so diplomacy is in. Wasn't sure if diplomacy made it in. Ooh, I do kind of like diplomacy. So this guy's already got logistics. Oh, and then there's this. This is another like feature, is the classes and subclasses. So you have a class, right? This is a Rift Speaker, and then Rift Speakers can become either unstoppable or unfathomable. And you have to level 5 secondary skills to expert, I think, in order to get that. And these will notify you. The icon kind of tells you who's who, although it's not very colorblind friendly if it's just a color difference. But yeah, pretty neat. Neat little extra thing. I'm gonna go, this is a caster, I'm pretty sure, right? You're a caster boy? Yeah. Let's go with daylight magic. Let's try to teach him different ways of spell casting. Oh. Nightshade magic. Hell yeah. Ooh, summon avatar. That's interesting. And they do want that. Shall we go with summon avatar? Although I do kind of want that nightshade magic as well, because he is a caster and knowing spells would be nice, but we went with the avatar thing. Okay. Oh, that looks like there's wood over there. Okay, that's nice. What can we build while we don't have wood? A great library. An improved mage guild. Do you guys have a mage guild? Okay. Or a marketplace somewhere. But I'll say let's build a mage guild here. And we can improve the mage guild here. And then we can look at our magic observatory. Look at all these level 1 spells we got. Oh, and some of them got upgraded. So the way that it works, the way that I think it works, it wasn't really well explained in the tutorial, but I think this is what we're looking at. Each time you build a mage guild somewhere, the spells in it are added to your magic observatory. And whenever a hero goes into any city that has a mage guild, it just accesses all of the observatory. So you don't need one hero to visit every single one of your towns anymore to collect every single spell in all of those towns, which I think is cool. But what it also seems to be doing is that two different mage guilds can contain the same spell. You can see that these two have a little crystal here. This is a level 1 in the bottom left. This is a level 2. So that's a thing that's very fun. Yeah, we're learning. We're learning about everything. Ooh, Blink seems fun. All right. Can you kill these guys? That's a normal battle, and that's a normal battle. Maybe just collect that wood, you know? You're not very strong. Oh, you know what we could do? We could just give reinforcements to this guy. Okay, next turn. All right, let's claim this thing. You can grab these reinforcements. And sadly, this guy is just gonna chill for a bit. Chill, get it? Because they all live in the cold. What do I need to get to upgrade my guys? That. Okay. We can actually already do it. But first, let's get some wood. Easy battle. See, if we had diplomacy, we could just pick up all of these guys. Okay, fine. I'll take it. Perfect. This will result in a lot of extra gold. And extra law points. We've gone from... We've added 2,000 law points per turn. And 1,000 gold per turn. Neat. All right. Have you been here? Ooh, a well. Lovely. What kind of guard lives in here? I don't know what that is. Let's fight it. Ooh, let's do that manually. I'm sure we can do better. Start the battle. What are you? Melee attack, flying, immune to all magic damage. Okay. That's not great. And probably moves really fast. Okay. Well, shit. Oh, and it's gonna take double turn. What's its, well, its initiative is also extremely fast. Basic summon avatar. Oh, should we try this? Where do I summon it? Hi. Let's see what happens. Well, that's not a surprise. Ooh. Wait, it tanked a hit. Oh. How dare you? Okay, so I'm gonna have this avatar tank the retail. Nice. And then you should not have any more retaliations, right? Okay, nice. Now, do we have anything that we can use? Probably not. Okay, cool. Hit it! Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Oh, wait. I have my own attack. Nice. Okay, I think that's a better result. 6,000 gold. Neat. There's so many buildings placed in such a haphazard, chaotic way. We should probably grab that ore as well. Destroy them! Fine. resistance, nightshade magic. So it did say in the description of this faction that they like resistance. So that's interesting. But I'm going to take nightshade. Different magic schools. I'm always somebody that likes to just take a bunch of different magic schools. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build up a little bit more of our armies and play a little bit more. And then we will see where we end up because we're already 30 minutes in. Okay, so we've upgraded our little tentacle boys. And one of these upgrades has a ranged attack, which is very fun because now we have ranged abilities. And also, you could just straight up change the upgrades of things. Does it cost money? It doesn't even cost money to swap them. So that's pretty neat. And they can coexist in your army. You don't have to pick one or the other, which is also very, very nice. All right, cool. Let's get this guy out of here. He's also going to learn a lot of spells now that he's in here. Nothing level 3 yet, but good. All right, let's continue. Now, presumably, he's got a little bit more of an army. Oh, there's stuff over there. Oh, let's look at what's in this black tower. Okay, that looks like a black dragon. Nobody died. Okay, I'll accept this result. Ooh. Defense, logistics. I think let's go with the logistics. I don't know, I'm feeling the logistics right now. Defense is nice though. I like going for defense whenever I have the option. But it kinda seems like I want some more offensive stuff for our guys. We're pretty weak right now. Okay, movement points. Terrain penalty reduces by 50%. This is not necessary. I'm going to show you something that I noticed. We could go with careful planning, but do we ever have people idle? We'll give this guy cheaper spells. Endless bag. What is this? Ooh, that's neat. Okay, let me show you something. This guy has the ability, has no terrain penalties, and +1 sight radius. And you may think, oh, that's kind of cool to have an explorer with no terrain penalties. And also, scouting and logistics both have the ability to remove some of your terrain penalties. Let's look at the special ability of this guy. This is the basic Agashoth Rider. Removes all terrain penalties when in a hero's army. So you just have one of these riders in your army and terrain penalties do not matter. So, you know, be careful, I guess, when you get this faction to not accidentally waste a power up. Let's get that. I'm going to send this guy back now, but I left him out here in the wilderness so that he can collect some of these weekly things. But yeah, he's going to go home. Let's give him a little bit of an army, you know? He's earned it. Let's see our new upgraded units in action. We have quite a little bit going on here, so let's just swap these around a little bit. There we go. You know what? You could go there. Are you ranged? This looks like it could be ranged. Okay, no, this is melee. Oh, fancy. These guys are ranged though, so we definitely want to disable them as fast as we can. Ooh, look at all the stuff we have now. Ooh. What'll that do? Enlarge Shadow. Whoa, we have a lot of spells. I kind of feel like we should just get reduce their initiative. That's kind of fun. Do we have the next page or do we just have exactly this many spells? Okay, so I'm thinking we either get haste to get to there fast or maybe we try to get a avatar up. When does it move? Before the skeletons, so it'll get closer. Maybe it'll distract them. Are these our guys? They can shoot. Let's see them shoot. Ooh, lovely. That's fun. I like to have a small amount of these like extra just single stack guys because they tend to distract the enemy so that the enemy wastes a turn killing one of them instead of an entire stack of our units, if that makes sense. Because you want your stacks to be protected. Oh. Now, what is this? You're gonna wait. You're still gonna wait unless you have. Yeah, no, you're just gonna have to waste your turn. And then the other thing you can do if you want to keep your units safer for longer, instead of attacking and risking a retaliate from something like this, what you could do. Oh, great, not this thing getting morale. What you can do is you can just put a unit adjacent to this guy. Should we try this? Probably not worth using it on this guy. Yeah, just run interference. Waiting. That's interesting. Alright, so you would get attack and get retaliated, but the retaliation might kill us. Although 200, it probably won't kill us. Probably won't kill us? Okay, yeah, we're good. And then let's use takes minus. Oh, okay, okay. Let's use that. Neat. And then let's see what these guys do. See, now they just have to melee that guy. Wow, was that worth it? Oh, so they could also move. That's kind of clever. Bye. That was kind of a clever thing to do. I like that. All right, we lost one guy. Neat. Medusa Queen. Okay, I kind of love. What is this? What faction is this creature? An aqualotl. Oh, it's ranged. And the Medusa's ranged as well. Oh, I love these. I love all of these guys. I definitely want the Medusa Queens. Slither away. Moves to another hex within its movement range. Oh, that's just an ability, right? Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. That probably had a negative effect on our morale though, so that's a little bit less fun. Sporemans, what faction are you from? Mushroom magic! Okay, let's see. Our morale is still 0, it's not in the negatives. Huh, okay. Destroy them! Battle! I want to see all these special units we got. I want to see our shiny special units. Who goes first? Okay, you can wait. Are these ranged at all? Are you ranged? Oh, you blink. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The aqualotl. It can attack. It can blink. Leaves no body upon death. Oh, it's an elemental. Okay. It's an elemental. And it can shoot somebody. Shoot that one. That's cute. Now this Sporemancer, mushroom magic reduces the cost of the hero spells by 2. Shroom song. Once per battle, spend all focus charges to restore the hero's mana. Oh, I love this guy. He's so cool. And I have cheaper spells because of him. You simply love to see it. Wait, whose focus charge is this restoring? I'm still not 100% sure about how focus charges work. I think this is just a hero's charge, which is different from individual unit charges, but we can see if we get any units that actually have multiple, that actually have an ability they can use with one charge. Oh no, it is a shared charge. So I can attack or use a unit ability. This is gonna use this charge. And that disables that. Oh, well, take it out. You almost did it. Just skip the turn. Whoa, that is a big blink. But you know what we're gonna do? Also blink. And then hide. Neat. Okay, now I know how things work a little bit more. Ice bolt, grip, thingy, stuff. Ice bolt to your face. Attack to your face. Attack to your face. God, I love having ranged abilities, you know? Wow, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Although I will say the sound effects are giving The Sims a little bit. I was just thinking about this earlier. They're just, the vibe with the sound effects sometimes is just like, oh, it's giving The Sims. I don't know how to explain it other than that's just what I get. Oh, you know what? I would like to have a little bit more gold so that we can construct walls plus another treasury just for more money. More money is more good. Okay, I'm gonna continue unlocking new units and stuff so that we can look at more of the game. Okay, we've been adventuring a bit, and now I found another difficult battle to fight. Let's see what our improved hero and armies can do. We start the battle. We have this creature. Look at this. I don't know exactly... Well, I know exactly where we picked them up, but I don't know what they are. They're not an archangel, the thing that you get from the tier 7 of the human faction, but they do seem to be associated with it. So that's very interesting. Anyway, let's see what they've got. They've got a cave dragon. That thing is ranged, so we definitely want to make sure that that thing dies. And is that a 72? That is a big number. 72 ranged. Double damage in melee. Oh, very fun. So I think we do have a spell that makes them forget how to use ranged abilities. For 4 rounds, I think we have to use this, regardless of everything else. Wait, you can also use ranged attacks? You only have melee. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We just need to hit that one. Okay. Forget how to use your range. It's a pretty cool unit though. Okay, let's let them move a little closer. We have this as well. This is our faction, but we did not build the dwelling yet. We just found them in the world. Allows this creature to take one more action immediately after its first action. So this is a double action type creature, which is fun. You guys are just gonna wait. Are they all just waiting? What's going on over there? Let's take out the dragon first, right? Or maybe those people will remember how to do range damage. I don't know. That was a cute little noise of disappointment. We also have a concubus. We can do a ranged attack. Everyone's a little bit weak. Don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because we're not on our home turf. Oof, that is a fast run you got there. I wish I could attack with somebody without getting retaliated. Ooh, that is also a very fast creature. Okay, everybody's very fast in this day and age. You're gonna have to defend. You can take a couple of them out. We're gonna have to sacrifice somebody is basically what we're learning here. I wonder if you will take damage enough to die if you just attack these guys. They're pretty strong, but they shouldn't be that strong, right? Let's see. Okay, you're good. You're still alive. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Okay, that's okay. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. We could summon an avatar as well. Or berserk them. Wait a second. That could actually be really good. What? Well, that did nothing. They should have ran over there and attacked that one. Interesting. Not almost killing this thing, but not actually killing it. Great. You could do that much damage to that. I don't like how this is turning out for us. Okay, don't get killed. You almost got killed. Stop harassing my cultists. Okay? They're squishy. But hey, you did just sacrifice your stuff. So let's go ahead and do some shenanigans here. Gotta weaken that one. Yeah, I don't like that the berserk did nothing. Oof. That's rough, buddy. You can kill the dragon. You can kill this thing. I say you kill the dragon and this thing. No. This is more effective, I think. Oh, you can't kill this guy? That's fucked. Oh, I guess we could have used the alternative thing. You're not enough to kill that. Yeah. Okay. I'm scared that this thing will die. So let's use some of our shenanigans here. And then what's my most powerful damaging ability that I got? Ice Bolt. 155. Yep. Okay, well, you're gonna go last. And then here. Can you kill us? I'm gonna hope not. Oh, Jesus Christ, this thing hits real hard. Okay, we'll get rid of you. I think we still ended up with a better like fewer corpses than with the quick play thingy. But we did lose quite a few units. Oh, we lost 6 of those. We lost those guys. Okay, we didn't lose that many units, I guess. Catapult? Okay, we haven't seen that yet. Ooh. All schools of magic? Wait, how many schools of magic are there? 1, 2. It's always difficult to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this guy's learning all the schools of magic now. Which is great for him. I don't think we're gonna visit the Dragon Utopia yet. But yeah. Nice. That was a nice battle. Okay. We have to wrap up though. Unfortunately, we don't get to see all of the units in action. But I just saw the time. The Arbitrator is really cool. It's got shots that deal damage in reverse in terms of the distance. So usually ranged attackers will do full damage in 1 hex away, 2 hexes away, or 3 hexes away, and then 10% less up to minus 50%, and minus 50% if they're in melee. But the Arbitrator does the opposite. So more the further they are away, and then if they're in melee, they also do 50% more, which is very interesting. I think it's a really cool thing. But yeah, very, very cool. Very, very nice. Okay, so this had to be the first impressions. We're going to have to wrap it up here. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this game. I definitely want to play more and maybe clear this map or try out some other factions. I will be posting the tutorials on Thursdays, so this Thursday and the next, and yeah. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to do all of the stuff that you do when you've enjoyed a video. Check out the game, the demo is in the description, and also, remember this is not sponsored. I wish I was a big enough fish that I got stuff from Ubisoft to talk about Heroes, because I would just talk about Heroes my entire life. But that's not the reality we live in. But you know how you can help me? Not by clicking the link because it's not sponsored, but you can help me by recommending this video to a friend because YouTube isn't going to. And you can also check out the rest of my content here on YouTube. I do Let's Plays of all sorts of games. Every Tuesday we try out a new game like today. And on the other days, there's different games for each day of the week. So on Mondays, we're currently playing this like city builder / dwarf fortress hybrid called Songs of Six. On Wednesdays, we're playing another classic game from 20 plus years ago called Stronghold. We've got Stronghold Definitive Edition. If some of you remember Stronghold Crusader, that's what we're playing now on Wednesdays. And on the other days of the week, there's some other stuff. So go ahead and check that out. You can also come say hi at twitch.tv/lulling, where I stream 5 times a week. I stream some other games there, some MMOs, a lot of Factorio recently, and loads of stuff like that. I really don't limit myself to a genre, which means I'm really unmarketable to all algorithms. So really, it all depends on word of mouth. So, if you can, lend me your mouth. And with that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your life. And remember, stay solidary. Bye!